Hello and welcome. In this video we are looking at the Headliners Zakaria card that got released today. Now he is a Swiss nationality defensive midfielder who plays for Borussia Mönchengladbach in the Bundesliga. So he's already had a rule breakers card within FIFA so far, which boosted his shooting a little bit more than this one does. But yeah, generally this is the better card. The other one is an 85. But today they've released him the Headliners ones, which obviously has the potential to rise should he feature in Team of the Weeks. Or if Borussia Mönchengladbach win 4 league games back to back, which has potential, I guess. I'm not sure of their form or who they've got to play in the future, but there's always a chance that they can do, which is always a good thing. So there's 4 criteria to be completed for this Headliners Zakaria card. The first one is central scorer. So you have to score using a central defensive midfielder in a win in the Life at Friendly Headliners Challenge. So this means that the player has to the position on the card showing has to be CDM, not the position that they start the match. So they could be a central defensive midfielder but playing up front as a striker, and that will still count. So we'll have a look at that when I look at the team. And yeah, obviously you've got to win in that game as well. So hopefully the community will work together just to enable players to do that, because everything's a friendly, so there's no ranking or anything like that involved. It doesn't go on the record, it's just a friendly game. 75 plus rated rare player reward for that. Second one, classy crossing. You have to assist 5 goals with crosses in the Life at Friendly Headliners Challenge. Now, obviously this can all be done in the same game, so if you find an opponent who also needs to complete this crossing challenge, you can just work out a way to complete this within the one match, let him score 5 and then you can score 5 or take turns, isn't the normal way to do this. And the community normally works well together. Opponents will realise what you're trying to do, you'll realise what they're trying to do, and it just allows you to complete, for both teams to complete the challenge, this part of the challenge, easier than you normally would do. The competitive part is these bits. You have to win 4 matches. You get a gold pack for this, winning 4 matches in the Headliners Challenge section. Then the last one, consistent class, is scoring in 10 separate matches. So once you've got the 4 wins, normally the 4 wins come before the scoring in 10. So you get the 4 wins and you'll probably face up against opponents who just need to score one goal and then don't care about the actual result. That's happened to me on a number of these objectives where you've got your wins, all you care about is just being able to score 1 goal, and then you'll let the game play out from there and the other team can score as many or as few as they want. But yeah, that's the last one. And there is a Electrum Players Pack, a small Electrum Players Pack for that reward. And that's the overall reward, the XP, small amount, and a Headliners Zakaria untradeable card. So, the Headliners Challenge Friendly Arena is this one here. Rules are max chemistry. So, even if you play, say, you've got Virgil van Dijk, if you play him up front, he'll still be on full chem and the team will be on 100 chem. It's literally the way it is. It's full chem. And you have to have at least 7 leagues represented in your starting 11. As you can see, I put together a team that does. So it's a chance to use some of the cards that you may not normally use within your club. Cards that don't necessarily link up well due to the league or nationality or position featured in them. And you can only have a maximum of 1 lone player. I don't think I've used any lone players in this. But as you can see, I've gone with the splits. You've got English, German, Spanish, Dutch, Portuguese, Championship, Icon and Dutch. So that's enough to cover. I've gone with 2 central defensive midfielders here. I could actually use the other formation, the normal 4-4-2. Now in game, I can put these guys further forward, and if one of them manages to score, you can flick them back. But remember, everybody's on full chem anyway, so it doesn't hugely matter. Then I've got a number of other midfielders I can possibly use in. Those are the highest rated defensive midfielders I've got in my squad at the moment. I initially had lined up Shevchenko and Au to play in central midfield in place of these two, just because I think that's what I would normally prefer to go with. And the game flashes up red X's against your players, or it highlights the nationality section, sorry, the league section, the middleweight. If you should have an issue, if you haven't got enough leagues showing in your squad overall. I think I can show this by putting in a French league player there. Nope. Spanish? Yep, there we go. So you see all the red X's crop up. That just means you haven't got enough leagues. You haven't met the criteria. So if I try to start a game, it shows that I haven't got enough leagues involved here. By putting Everton and Openda back in, it whacks it up to fine, and it would allow me to start a game, as you see here. So there you go. That's what you have to do to complete the objective. Just go through those 4 separate individual criteria, picking whichever players you want. But even if I put this Tagliafico card at right mid and the Marcos Asensio card at left back, once you go to start a game, you'll notice that all of these, the red and the yellow links between the players, they will go green. Players will jump to 10 cam when I press the start to start a game. If you watch this, there we go. So that basically underlines the fact that it is max chem, that you don't need to worry about playing players in the actual position showing on their card. The only thing you need to worry about when you're in the game is having a central defensive midfielder like Casemiro, Laurent, Zakaria, etc., scoring the goal in a win. So that's the first criteria of the card. So there we go. Wish you luck. Work well with other people. If you can see that somebody's trying to score crosses, they don't need to win the game. They just need to score crosses. Work with them from there. So I will end the video there. That's what you need to complete the card. And good luck. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers. Bye-bye.